Perez III.
What's up guys? So in today's video I have this center console that I took out of a Denali a couple months ago. I got it for pretty cheap. I think I paid like 40 bucks for it. But in this video I'm going to be taking it apart and cleaning it up, because as you can see it's freaking nasty over here. And the inside too, I'm going to clean it up real good and I'm going to spray paint it. I already have a color picked out for it. And in this video I might be spray painting the silver as well, because it's seen better days obviously. So yeah, let's get to it. Got the center console taken apart. I already got the mount removed. I got these parts removed right here. So what's next is I'm going to remove the wiring harness. This wiring harness right here, because I'm not going to need it, because it's going to go in a single cab. I'm going to keep these wires though that connect to the cigarette lighter and all that stuff. And I'm going to clean up the whole inside of the center console because it's nasty inside of here. So yeah. So I just finished up cleaning the inside of the center console. As you can see, it's all nice and clean. Like I said earlier, I got rid of the old wiring harness and I saved the other connectors for the cigarette lighters. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and start spray painting the plastic panels and all that stuff, and I'll show you what color spray paint that I'm going to be using. We've got all the plastic panels taken apart. I'm going to clean them as well with some Dawn dish soap and some hot water. And I got some other parts over there as well that I'm going to clean before I spray paint and everything. So there's some paint that's peeling on these plastic panels over here, so I got some brake fluid. Some of this brake fluid right here, some .3 brake fluid, and I put them on these parts so all the paint can come off. So I already put brake fluid on all the parts. As you can see, the paint's already coming off. Pretty satisfying, but I'm going to wait till all the paint comes off 100%, and then I'm going to clean off all the residue and start spray painting. Got all the bits and pieces cleaned up with some soap and water and a microfiber. So now I'm going to spray some Bulldog Adhesion promoter. But before I do that, I'm going to scrub everything off with a maroon Scotch-Brite. Like this one right here. You can get these pretty much anywhere. I'm going to do that. That way the adhesion promoter and the paint that I'm going to be using can stick on there a little better. And I'm going to show you guys what color I'm going to use. And it's called Cordovan Brown. If I can get it to focus. And there it is right there. I'm going to start spraying everything with the adhesion promoter right here. I'm going to shake it really well. And I'm going to start spraying this panel right here, the back piece of the center console. I'm going to start off with like a light coat, and then once that dries up, I'm going to keep on going. Do like maybe 2 or 3 coats. Alright, so I already sprayed the adhesion promoter on all the parts, so I'm going to start spray painting. So it's been a few weeks since I last did a video on the center console. I've just been really busy. Everything is reassembled. I put everything back together off camera, and I think it looks pretty badass. The first thing I did was I got some brake fluid and removed the original silver paint that's on these 2 bezels right here. Before it wasn't looking too good. I bought some Duplicolor spray paint and some clear coat, and as you can see right here, this little cubby works right here. This little door right here works as well for the auxiliary plug. I had to get a new plastic retainer because the old one was broken, unfortunately. I also did put a little cubby Basically what I did was I got the stock radio or the stock CD player. I gutted it and just used the metal housing for it. And I got a cubby right here from Amazon, which I will put a link in the description. These two little doors right here work as well for the cup holders. I do have a USB plug for this little slot right here that has like a blue light on it that I got off of eBay, so I'm going to be putting that on. One thing I do have planned for the future is I want to replace this cubby right here with either some rocker switches or a CB radio. Most likely I'll be doing the CB radio because my dad wants to do the same thing as well. He does have a center console too, just like mine, but it's an Escalade one. He painted it himself and everything. It's sitting in his garage, so eventually we're gonna be putting it in his Tahoe. He wants to do a CB radio on his center console, so I might do the same thing as well. But the reason I wanted to do switches is because eventually I want to do rocker lights and some bed lights and all that cool stuff. I might just put the switches somewhere else, like on the top where the overhead console is at, but we'll see. Inside over here, it's pretty much nothing special. I did have to replace the plastic retainer on this charger as well because the other one was also broken. And yeah, this door right here opens and closes like it should. Over here, obviously I have a single cab, so I did just get like a 3D printed piece from a guy on eBay. I'm not using these buttons right here, but I figured I'd just put that on there just so it looks clean. So yeah, let's get this installed in the truck. So I'm inside the truck right now. First thing I'm going to do is remove both of the seats. You need a 15mm and an 11mm socket to remove both of the seats. First couple of things I do want to point out. If you're going to be doing the center console swap, you do need a couple of things. If your truck originally came with a jump seat in the middle, you do need a new glove box, which looks like this right here. I'm going to get a new one because the handle is broken. You do need this plastic piece right here that fits onto the center console. This just kind of stays hidden in the back. And you need some 10mm bolts to hold it down, which unfortunately I don't have. You do need a new bolster because the original one is a little too big. You can always cut it, but I don't do that. So I went ahead and got this from, I believe it was like a 2003 Escalade, and I spray painted it. That's pretty much all you need for the center console swap, as far as I know. And I went to the junkyard a few days ago as well, and I got a new sissy bar that came off of Denali. This one has like leather on it, so I thought it was pretty cool. I did also get a new cubby as well. This came off like an 03, 04 Tahoe, and my truck originally came with an airbag key or whatever, the passenger airbag, whatever it's called. I did have to keep that connected because my airbag light was turning on my cluster. So I connected it and zip tied it onto one of the little metal bars in the back right here. I'll put a picture of it on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. I might put my little bass knob inside the cubby just to make it look clean, because before with my Escalade center console I used to just have it like this. So just an update on what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, the center console is a pain in the ass to put in, but I did it. Now all I have to do is wire up all the connectors over here, bolt on the seats, and I'll be good to go. Next day, I put everything together last night. I just wanted to wait until the next day to show you guys. But yeah, here it is, all put together. I wired up all the sockets except for the one in the back right here. I'm obviously not going to use that one, so it's not a big deal. I did plan on locating the bass knob in this little cubby right here, but I changed my mind and decided just to mount it right here with some double-sided tape. And if I want to relocate it later, I always can. Some future plans that I have for this truck that I'm going to be making videos on is I will be reupholstering the seats. I'm going to take it to an upholstery shop and reupholster it the same color. And I'm going to spray paint this bolster and that glove box the same color as well to give it that two-tone look. I am going to be redoing the carpet as well. I might just do it myself because it doesn't seem that hard. But yeah. Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.